There's still tomatoes growing. The water tanks are still filled. I was filling my skis with water. Finally got it locked in there. It's hard to get that with that extra string on it. But we got the gutters, little pin, nail, plastic gutter diverted out so it's not flooding around the tank and washing out the sand. And this is that's our big track. I just really got a good look at. Here's next to my hand. That is bigger than my hand. That's an elk track. Here's next to my foot. Here's even more tracks. All the way this way. There's that one too. And they've already put a hole in the greenhouse over here. First one. Looks like one was walking, eating the grass along the side. That's one big pile. One leaned up and hit that with his antler. But that is probably one of the biggest piles of elk poopy we found. Looks like milk duds. Doesn't that look like milk duds? You'll never look at milk duds the same way after seeing elk pile of poop. But what we're doing is we're winterizing the greenhouses. They're not really designed too good to leave the gutters up. The gutters, how this is designed, is the gutters, when they get any snow load, it comes off and it breaks your gutters off. Even this is not even, we've done upgrades. We've put a strip of board down here to hold the plastic on so we can have two sidewalls on here. So we tacked a strip of board on it and cut the plastic so it goes down in the gutter to catch rain. Because on the manufacturer specification, there's a little strip of plastic that you have to take the tape and put the tape up here. When you put the tape on it, it degrades the plastic, the tape doesn't stick. And I don't know if it takes the voids the warranty, but it cuts your life of plastic down by a lot. And this is only rated for, I think, 4 or 5 years. So, trying to make everything last. I'm pulling these out so I can pull any of the crap out. There's still snowing some down there. Trying to avoid cutting the plastic. Turn them upside down. We're gonna put them inside tomorrow. And the elk tracks. We don't live in an area that elk are here naturally. They've released them. They're a nuisance, and we're unable to really protect against elk. That's why we got fencing. Trying to get that figured out. I was gonna try to see if I could call an elk or something. We must have spooked them. That's fresh. We must have spooked them. That's really fresh. As we came up, I'd say they're just on the next field. That mountain there might be a little bit shorter soon. They're mining, I believe, on this ridge here. I'm pretty sure it's over on... They logged there last year, and they've been logging. I can see how there's not many trees. So I think on that ridge it's getting ready to be maybe below the greenhouse, which would be good because we might get some more sunlight in the summer. It's so warm in here, it's nice. Oh, I got some plantain growing and some clover. I got my thermos. Now I'm ready to go work in the greenhouse. Tomatoes are looking real nice. We even got some peas growing. But what we're trying to do is divide the greenhouse off in half so we can only heat this end, because this end is shaded for most of the day in the winter and it stays colder. Where there's a lot of moisture in the back area, it gets a lot of shade. This side gets more sun in the winter, so we're going to try to divide it off and heat this side. So we cut the plastic earlier, and now we're going to try to hang it up here so we are able to keep this side warmer than that side. We got it stretched around. There's about a 3-foot opening at the top. We've got it pulled around, and we're getting ready to inflate the greenhouse. It's going to push the plastic to the pipes. We have a double layer of insulation. It's supposed to drop it down one zone, and this should be able to help us be able to heat it. This is leftover plastic that we've had, so we're able to utilize it a little bit more. I gotta go get plastic up on top. Now I'm up here. Wow, minute 50 seconds. Solar's 12.8. I think this is the plastique. This is it. Whoa, crap. What is that? There's a bird. Why is there a half-eaten bird in here? Okay, that's fresh. That wasn't there yesterday. Something just ate a bird. Killed it in the greenhouse. Okay, here's these elk tracks. Here's it next to my hand. It is bigger than my hand. There's elk poop everywhere. Elk tracks. Now to head down. Okay. Old road? Yes. This is the old road. It was the first one we had cut. It's done its job for when we needed it. We called that greenhouse up this. Here's flat. That's how steep this hill is. We got it